today we are redoing our front entrance. I haven't liked our front entrance since we moved in. It has this really weird orange floor, so I'm gonna try to redo the floor. Let's see how that goes. I actually started yesterday. For some reason, 6 years ago, I decided that a reciprocating saw was my best move. And if you guys don't know what that is, it's basically a saw that if you Google it, it's meant for literally destruction. And so I got it as something to cut instead, and it just doesn't do a good job. And so I'm gonna get a different kind of saw today, which I'm very excited about. I'm going to try and build a floating bench. What are you doing? What is this face?
What's a floating bench?
What's a floating bench? It's a kind of bench that it looks like it's floating because it doesn't have legs. So that way you and Zeki can sit on it and put on all your winter stuff, and I'm going to stain it, and hopefully it looks good. See you guys later. Bye. Bye. Because you thought I left? But I'm right here, right? Okay, so this is what it looked like before. As you can see, I have the ugly orange tiles that I really don't like. So the first thing I'm going to do is take off the moldings and then get everything cleaned up there. So this was the flooring I got. A lady right near me was selling it for like super cheap, and so I decided to just go with it even though it wasn't the ideal color that I wanted. So let's show them what we have. So Zakaria is showing you the wood that I bought. So I actually made a mistake on the measurement. So if you're like me, don't do that. Double check your measurements. I actually measured the floor length instead of the top, and so it was actually smaller than what I need. So I'm gonna have to get some glue it together, and then cut it and then stain it. So don't make those extra steps for yourself. And then I got these, which will be kind of the support for that. So it's 4 sides, and then there was an extra piece. So that's the wood that I got, and I also got, this is the stain that I got to stain it. It says 1 coat coverage, and the man said it should cover it pretty well, and I'm hoping that it's the right color. And I got some screws and some sandpaper, and then this is the flooring. So this is my really not nice orange floor, and then that's the floor that I would like it to be. I actually got this from a lady nearby, and she was selling it for super cheap. So this is what happened when I tried to cut it. It did not do a good job cutting. And then this is the area that we're going to redo. So I would like to put the bench right there all the way across. It's not a huge thing. We had a door here and we took it off. And then we also have this hanging thing, and then I put that up just recently, the hooks, to try and make it a little bit more convenient for kids, and then just some baskets up there. So it has been a week or so since my last video. And so last Sunday, I actually did finish putting in this flooring, and I made some mistakes here or there, but overall I was pretty happy with it. I didn't finish installing the trim, so as you can see there, I still need to finish up. So I'm going to do that now. My husband went out with the kids, and he actually took my tripod with him by accident. It was in the car, and I forgot. So I was going to show you guys how I was going to do this, but I don't really have a way to do that. So I'm going to show you when I'm done. And then after that's done, I'm going to take all these jackets off, and we have to remove a cable here, so I have to saw this down. So I'm going to saw it down, and I'm going to basically fill in any holes kind of up there, and I'm going to paint all of it. And then once it's painted, then I'm going to install my bench. I'm going to start by putting in my 2x4s around. And then I did promise my son that I would wait for him to come back so that we could stay in the bench together, because he's very excited. So yeah, I will show you guys what it looks like when it's done. Okay, so as I mentioned in my first video, I got him to cut the piece the wrong length. So I got him to cut it till here, and I actually need to cut till here because it needs to be an exact fit in the closet. Otherwise, it won't sit very well. So I don't actually have a cutting surface. I want to show you guys how I'm going to try to cut it. I used the laminate flooring underneath and above to try and create a pretty steady, I'd like to think, like surface there. And I'm going to try to cut it out from here. So let's see how it goes. Alright guys, so my husband returned home with the tripod. And so here I am trying to get this bench built. So what I did is I measured my thing and I cut it, and it seems to fit just fine. So I was trying to figure out the height that works well. I'm going to build mine a decent amount lower because I have kids and I want them to be able to climb on and comfortably sit and do their thing. So I'm going to put mine at a height of 18 inches in case that's helpful to anyone. I'm going to measure out how high I need my pieces to be able to drill them into the wall and build the frame. There we go. Okay, so now that I kind of have everything measured out, I'm going to take my drill and I'm going to drill them in. You want to try and use a stud detector so that you can try and find the studs and drill into them because you really want it to be super secure. And I figured I have toddlers jumping on mine, so I need it to be extra secure. My sides only had one beam available, and so I did one beam and one knot in the beam, but you want to try to get as many as you possibly can. So once I had the right sizes for my pieces, I made sure to sand down that front piece really, really well. I also sanded down the whole top piece because you want it to be super smooth. So I went in with 150 grit because it was already sanded down. And then I sanded it down with a 220 grit to make sure that it was super smooth. I rounded the edges so that it gave a really, really nice finish. Ready for us to finish the front? Yes? Is that a yes? Is that a yes? Oh yeah, that's a yes. Hi, Pee-Pee. How's it going? Okay. Really? So what do we need to do in the front? Okay. So it's another day now. My drill died yesterday. My son wanted to be with me when I finished, so we let it charge overnight. And now today we're going to finish up the structure and paint it. So yeah, hopefully we get to finish today. I wanted to show you guys here that overnight my little baby brought his drill, and I guess he was pretending to drill it in while I wasn't there. once you have your frame down, you're going to want to take your top piece and just pop it on. It should sit pretty nicely as it is right there because it's really snug and fit. I even had to like break my wall a little bit to get it in there, but I really wanted it to be secure. And then you're going to pre-drill holes in the top. I put about 6 or 7 of them in there to make sure that it was really, really nice and secure. It's good. Lots of space on there. Can you and Zeki both sit on there?
So the basket would be that big.
Yeah.
That big.
But we can put it towards the back, right?
Yeah. But it's okay because Becky could sit there.
Yeah. So then once you're done that, in order to stain it, you're going to want to make sure that you vacuum it super well and then tape off the edges so that way the paint doesn't get onto the walls. And then you can go ahead and start staining it. Okay, so after I stained it, I really didn't like it. And not only did I not like the color, but where I glued the 2 pieces over here, you can kind of see the line there. It was showing up really, really bad, and I didn't like it. So I decided to paint it instead. And so I painted it white, and then I used a pink chalk paint over it. And I really like how it turned out. So that's what it looks like when it's finished. So there's the hooks. And then the basket's up there for extra storage, and then over there to hang like the umbrellas and stuff. And then underneath, I still have to get a boot tray, but that's what it is. Isa, you walked right into it. You like it, Ise?
Yes.
Okay, great. So that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching.